Now we will see some theorems in groups, which is from algebra. See the first theorem. There are 4 bits in this theorem. In any group G, identity element is unique. Second, inverses of each elements in G is unique. Third, A inverse, its inverse is equal to A for every A belonging to G. And fourth, AB bracket inverse is equal to B inverse, A inverse for every AB belonging to G. Now first we will prove that identity element is unique. Let E belonging to G be an identity element of a group G. Suppose that E dash belongs to G be another element such that E dash into A is equal to A into E dash is equal to A for every A belonging to G. Now E belonging to G is identity and E dash belonging to G, and therefore we have E into E dash is equal to E dash into E is equal to E dash. Suppose this is our equation number 1. Now let E dash belonging to G is identity and E belonging to G be another element such that E dash into E is equal to E into E dash, which is equal to E. Suppose this is our equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2 we have E is equal to E into E dash is equal to E dash into E, which is equal to E dash. That is, it implies that E is equal to E dash. And hence we can say that identity element is unique. In the second part, we will prove that inverse is unique. Let A belonging to G be an arbitrary element. Suppose that A dash and A double dash be two inverses of A belonging to G. Then A into A dash is equal to A dash into A is equal to E. Similarly, we can write A into A double dash is equal to A double dash into A is equal to E. And therefore, A dash is equal to A dash into E, where E is the identity element, which is equal to A dash into, in place of E we will write the value E is equal to A into A double dash, and therefore in the bracket we have written A into A double dash. After this, using associativity, we can write A dash into A double dash, but A dash into A will be identity element using this equation, and therefore E into A double dash, E is the identity element, and therefore this is equal to A double dash. And hence we can say that inverse of each element is unique. Now we will prove that in the third part, A inverse and its inverse is equal to A. If A inverse is the inverse of A, then we can write A into A inverse is equal to A inverse into A, which is equal to E. That is, in the bracket A inverse into A is equal to A into in the bracket A inverse is equal to E. It implies that A inverse and its inverse is equal to A. Now we will prove that AB bracket inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse in the fourth part. For A, B, C belonging to G, consider the product AB into B inverse A inverse. Using the associativity, we can write this product as A in the bracket B into B inverse into A inverse. We know that the element and its inverse, that product will be identity element, and therefore B into B inverse will be E, and therefore this total product is equal to A into E into A inverse. Now this product can be written as A into A inverse because E is the identity element, and we know that the element and its inverse, its product will be identity element, and therefore we got here is equal to E. Now consider the product B inverse A inverse into AB. using the associativity condition, we can write this product as B inverse inside the bracket A inverse into A into B. The element and its inverse, this product will be identity element, and therefore this total product is equal to B inverse into E into B. This can be written as B inverse into B because E is the identity element. Again, the element and its inverse, that product will be identity element, and therefore this is equal to E. And we can see that LHS are AB into B inverse A inverse, and here B inverse A inverse into AB. RHS are E and E. If RHS are same, LHS should be the same, and that is, this implies that AB into B inverse A inverse is equal to E, which is equal to B inverse A inverse into AB, and it implies that AB its inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse for every AB belonging to G, because the element and its inverse, that product is always identity element, and therefore the inverse of this element should be equal to B inverse A inverse. That is, the inverse of AB should be B inverse A inverse. Now see the second theorem. If G is a group with binary operation star, then the left and right cancellation laws holds in G. That is, A star B is equal to A star C implies that B equal to C. This is the left cancellation law, and B star A is equal to C star A implies that B equal to C. This is the right cancellation law for every ABC belonging to G. First, we will prove the left cancellation law. B can be written as E star B because E is the identity element. This E can be written as A inverse star A because the product of any element and its inverse is always the identity element. After this, using the associativity condition, this product can be written as A inverse outside star in the bracket A star B. Therefore, it is equal to A inverse as it is star. In place of A star B, we will write A star C using the given condition. And therefore, that is equal to A inverse star A star C. But the product of any element and its inverse is identity element. Therefore, this is equal to E, then star C as it is. The product with identity element will be C. And therefore, if A star B is equal to A star C, then we have proved that B equal to C. Thus, we have proved the left cancellation law. Now, we will prove the right cancellation law. Therefore, consider B star A is equal to C star A. We will prove that B equal to C. Now, consider B. B can be written as B star E, where E is the identity element. That is equal to B star E can be written as A star A inverse, because the element and its inverse, that product is always the identity element. After this, using the associativity condition, we can write this as B star A in the first bracket star A inverse. Now B star A can be replaced by C star A because it is given that B star A is equal to C star A, and therefore C star A inverse, which is equal to C star A inverse using associativity condition. After that, C star, the product A star and A inverse, it is equal to E because the element and its inverse is equal to E. Therefore, C star E, it is equal to C. That is, we have proved that B equal to C when B star A is equal to C star A. That is, we have proved the right cancellation law. See the third theorem. If G is a group with binary operation star, and if A and B any elements of G, then linear equations A star x is equal to b and y star a is equal to b have unique solutions in G. Now first consider the first equation, A star x is equal to b, where A and b belongs to group G. If A is belonging to G and G is a group, therefore there exists A inverse belongs to G. Consider A star x is equal to b. This implies that by pre-multiplication A inverse to both sides of this equation, we have A inverse star A star x is equal to A inverse star b. Now using associativity condition, that equation implies that in the bracket A inverse star A star x is equal to A inverse star b. The product, that is A inverse star A, is equal to E, because this is the product of the element and its inverse, and therefore that value is E. E star x is equal to A inverse star b. E star x is equal to x because E is the identity element, and therefore x is equal to A inverse star b. Now A inverse belongs to G and B is also belongs to G, and therefore A inverse star b, which is x, that x will also belongs to G. Thus the solution exists in G. Now suppose that x1 and x2 be the two solutions, then A star x1 is equal to b and A star x2 is equal to b. It implies that A star x1 is equal to A star x2 because RHS are same here, and therefore this implies that x1 is equal to x2, and therefore unique solutions exist. Now similarly consider y star A is equal to b. Now we will post multiply with A inverse to this equation on both sides, and therefore that implies that y star A inverse is equal to b star A inverse, which implies that using associativity condition for this LHS, y star inside the bracket A star A inverse is equal to b star A inverse, which implies that y star E, because the product of A and A inverse will be E, which is equal to b star A inverse. Now y star E is equal to y because E is the identity element, and therefore y is equal to b star A inverse, which is belonging to G. Now we will prove the uniqueness. Next, suppose that y1 and y2 be the two solutions, then y1 star A that will be equal to b and y2 star A that will be equal to b. But RHS are same, and therefore LHS will be equal, that is y1 star A is equal to y2 star A, and it implies that y1 is equal to y2, and therefore unique solution exists. Thank you.